What's up, friends? Nathan B Tech here. We're back here for another video. It has been a chaotic week with mobile. We've been seeing all types of prototype phones. We've been seeing the Samsung pre-orders. We've been seeing the Nothing 4A, and now we're on the Nothing 4A Pro right after the iPhone 17. There's been a lot of stuff going on, but today's topic of the video is we are going to be covering the 4A Pro. I did want to give you guys my first impressions on what I think about the phone. Thought I could just put in, nothing insightful, but just a fun little reaction to what we think. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this recorded going. All right, so in all of its glory, we got the Nothing 4A Pro. Now, I did see the designer's overview on why they went with this design, and I kind of like it. Now, I'm the kind of guy that liked the 3A Pro. I know that one didn't have much positive feedback, but I thought it was pretty cool. And I think they took that with the circular. I think they really wanted it to be symmetrical. I think they wanted some type of linearity, and they kind of found I think they found their design, because if we go down, the Nothing Phone 3 was just all over the place, and I think they took that feedback, and like, because if you look, the camera placements are in the exact same spot, right here, followed by here and here. It's just a matter of them kind of organizing it and putting it into a nice little shelf or window, as what they called it, a nice little window. Now, I take that back. It does look like they actually straightened out the camera on this left-hand side, versus this one was weirdly to the left. But yeah, it just looks significantly better. I am a huge fan that they brought aluminum. I mean, when's the last time we've got an aluminum phone? Let's just be honest here. This is giving me HTC M8 vibes. This is giving me iPhone, is it iPhone 6? Was it the 6? iPhone 6 vibes. Like, this is cool. Now, that does confirm no Qi charging 2.0, nor any wireless charging, because it is aluminum. But I believe it's like 50-watt charging, so I mean, I don't really care. And I don't think anyone at this price range is going to really care. I think we're just looking for something cool, and that's definitely what they're marketing towards. So design-wise, I think it looks really good. Glyph matrix, they're still rocking the little circle. I don't know what exactly they call this, but they're rocking the little circle, which gives them a little bit more customizability. I think they're finding their design. I think they're finding that design language that they're sticking with. From what I've seen online, this design is doing super well. And this might just be what Nothing phones look like going forward, just because of how much positive feedback they've had. I've also seen some people say it's ugly, but I think it looks cool. I think you still have your transparency where it looks like kind of futuristic, but also retro with the glyph matrix right here. But then you also kind of got like the more modern, like where everyone's kind of doing this raised visor, I guess you could say, sort of like how the iPhone 17 series kind of hinted at the Pixel. Was it the Vivos that have this too? So it's kind of fitting all three. It's got the modern flick, but then we go backwards, but maybe it's not backwards, because some people never have seen an aluminum phone, so this is kind of new to them too. This is cool. Colorways, I like the silver. I've always been a fan of just like being the most poppy when it comes to my phones, so I'm definitely gonna rock that. The pink is really cool. The black, this is probably the best black phone I've seen. This is a nice looking phone with the transparent. Looks good. Now, when it comes to the screen, if we go into Discover, the screen actually has quite a big upgrade. I think I've seen something along the lines, how do I do this? Eye watering? Okay, let's go here. It is an AMOLED display. It's a 6.8, which is on the larger side. It's actually quite a big phone. Not even like the S26 Plus is this big. This is on the realm of like Ultra level on Samsung, Pro Max level on Apple, XL version on Pixel. This is a huge phone. And good news, it is AMOLED. It looks like it's going to be 144 hertz. I don't really particularly care above anything past 120. I truly believe you can't notice it unless you got a jumbo screen. I think anything above 120 on a little screen you don't notice, but for the people who do have it, 144 hertz for the gamers and stuff like that. The biggest thing to me is the 5000 nit ultra bright display. This is definitely a peak number. This is no way that they're just rocking 5000 nits all day long. You definitely have some burn in. They'd find a way to burn in if it was 5000 nits all day, because that is insanely bright. I think I don't know if maybe this is a peak number, because the Pixels are doing 3000 nits. The Samsung is doing 2800 nits. I think it's 3300 at peak brightness. So this is going to be a bright display. This is just going to be bright. So I mean, outdoor usage, you should be fine. Eye comfort, yada yada. Obviously their best screen ever, pulling at Apple marketing right there. It's always going to be your best ever. It's your newest. So I don't really care for when they say stuff like that. The one thing that I'm worried about is the Snapdragon Gen 4 processor. Not the fastest, not the slowest. It's a mid-range, but this processor, obviously the phone looks sick. Obviously it's bright, it's cool. We don't know anything about the cameras. Cameras are going to be subjective. It all comes down to post-processing, so we don't know nothing about the cameras. World's first 140 times ultra zoom. I actually did not know that. 140 times. So what kind of lens are they using? Is there anywhere where they talk about the camera here? AI tools, we don't care about that. Playground, we don't care about that. Manufacturing, crafted with precision. That's it. All right, so they're not really talking about the cameras, or at least not on their website. 140 times zoom is something I will keep my eye on for the review, because if that's if that's not optical, if that's like 140 times, that's insane. That would be super zoomy, which definitely would make up for how much this phone's going to be. It's around, I say that with a grain of salt, right? Because this is Pixel 10a levels. This is a Samsung A56 price level. This is a Pixel 10a price level, and it's giving you 140 times zoom. I wonder how, I mean, the Pixel Tensor chip. Oh, that's a good one. I wonder how, what's the benchmark on the Pixel 10 benchmark? We'll just do Geek Score just so we can kind of get a reference, right? 1000. So the Pixel is still going to be quite a bit faster. Not quite a bit. It's probably not going to be noticeable in day-to-day task. But the Pixel, even with the 9A, or even with the Tensor G4, it's still faster than what the 7 provides. Yeah, it's still quicker. So that's kind of my concern. So it's slower than the Pixel 9 series, which you can't really tell on the Pixels. They're really good at optimizing their software, and so is Nothing. I think the second best at optimizing a slow phone to be faster than what it is Nothing. And they did good with their previous phone, so I think they'll do good here. I'm curious to see the performance, because 128 gigabytes, I think that's unrealistic. 8 gigabytes of RAM is quite a bit. Let's not push that aside. Once we bump it up to 12, now we're at 600, which is still, I think it's priced well. If you compare it to a Pixel 10a, I think this is a no-brainer. Like, I would take this over a 10a any day of the month, especially with the glyph matrix, the design, the characteristics. Like, it's just screaming like, buy me. The screen's brighter. It's just going to be a tad bit slower, but I really have confidence that Nothing will be able to optimize that to make it feel faster than what it is. It's just the single core performance that I'm worried about. I mean, it does have DDR5X for open app and closing. Okay, so it might be on par with the DDR5X and the UPS storage 3.1. This is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be a good phone. If they can optimize this processor to be well, this is gonna be a sick phone. I'm excited for this. Now, it hurts me that I definitely want the 256 gigabyte with 12 gigabytes of storage. So now I'm looking at 600. I don't want to pay 600. I wish it was at 500 for that amount of specs, but I get it. 100%. It's fully aluminum. It's a sick looking phone. It's a bright display. pretty good power. It's mid-range, but it's pretty good power. For a mid-range, it's comparable. It's competitive. Oh man, I'm excited, dude. I think this is going to be a really good phone for nothing. Obviously, the 4A by itself is already doing really good positive feedback, but the Pro, man, I'm excited. Stay tuned for a review. I'm definitely going to put a review on this guy once it does come out. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think in the video. If you did find this video interesting, make sure to drop a big fat like. I will be replying to your comments down below, so drop your opinions. But until then, catch you guys in the next one. Peace.